Hey guys, I'm Patrick Mealey, and today is November 26th, and it's currently 9:53. Guess what? We have the biggest vlog on my YouTube channel coming up. It's the Bills versus the Eagles. That's right. You know what I'm talking about. The Bills away and the Eagles at home. You know what I'm talking about, right? The Eagles versus the Bills. Yes. I can't wait for this game. This will be my biggest vlog I've ever recorded on my YouTube channel. So, to make an impression, we're just only like 6 minutes away from Junior Eurovision Song Contest in France. So, yeah, last year's winner is France. So, wonder what this year's winner is, but, yeah, probably can't tell. But, you know, due to the internet problems, I'm gonna have to watch it on my phone. So, I might be unable to record the, results, on my Instagram live, if you can check out my Instagram. I'm not going to record the results live on Instagram because of internet problems, but I'll try next year. But, you know, it happens. It happens. Okay. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, guys. So, the Junior Eurovision Song Contest is over, and I'm afraid that I'll have to tell you. France just won the Junior Eurovision Song Contest for the 3rd time in 4 years, which makes me a bit mad, but I know France wins Junior Eurovision every year since 2020, like 3 out of 4 years, congratulations to France anyway for winning the Junior Eurovision Song Contest for the 3rd time in 4 years, but I'm just trying to make it a little bit briefer. Hopefully an Eagles win against the Bills will make me feel better. For some time ago, the Bills and Eagles, last time they played was in the 2019 in Buffalo, and the Eagles won very easily. 4 years later, we're here with the Eagles 9-1 versus the Bills 6-5. So, I'm expecting a lot of great things for the Eagles, you know. And hopefully an Eagles win will make me feel better. And I'll start to get ready at 2 p.m. Then I'll be heading down to my sister's. So, yeah, let's start getting ready. Okay, guys. So, I'm dressed up for the Eagles versus Bills game. And now I'm heading to my sister's right now. Because, it's 3:04 and, I'm heading to my sister's, as quick as possible before 4:25. So, yeah, let's go to my sister's. Okay, guys. We're here at my sister's. And I'm getting so hyped up. We're 1 hour away from kickoff. And, yeah. Again, this is the biggest reaction that I will ever film on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, yeah. Let's see what I have.
You were supposed to give me some that you don't wear anymore.
Yeah, well, I have to go through.
Tostitos and all that. We have some peppers. Let's see what they have. Oh, Brittany's got the wings out. Right here. It's still cooking, but, it may be cooked to perfection, but yeah. Alright, anyway, let's go to the game. Come on, Eagles. Here we go.
They wore them against the Dolphins a few weeks back, and here we go. Important game on both sides, and Isabella will just watch it bounce through the back. And we'll bring out Josh Allen with his 82nd consecutive regular season start, but his first career start in Philadelphia. You see, away from home this year, the record for the team is not good. That includes a game over in London, but he leads the league in touchdown passes. He's got 19 consecutive games with at least one touchdown pass, and they looked sharp last week in the win against the Jets, 32-6. We start out with a handoff to Cook, and he is man after a gain of 1. And tell me some expectations as you meet the Bills offense. What you see today from Josh?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the turnovers this year. When he plays a clean game, they're really hard to beat. Very fundamentally sound team, but the biggest thing, the way to beat this great defensive front, they don't give up plays to the running back. You're not going to run it great against them. It's raining. You got to use your eyes and use your legs, extend the plays, but don't give them the ball.
On a 2nd and 9, they go back to Cook with a quick pass. Looking for a blocker up front. Dave Davis is exceptional at that. Was up there ahead. He's going to be about 3rd and 2, maybe 3 coming up. As we take a look at the starters on this Philadelphia defense under the stewardship of Sean Desai. What do you think?
What an unbelievable job by Sean Desai, but really the front office. Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman, the way they built this thing, they started up front on both sides of the ball. It's why they're consistently a great football team. If you don't have a plan for protection inside and on the edge on 3rd down, you will not have a chance to win this game.
They bring in Latavius Murray for 3rd and 2, and Murray, the veteran, fighting for it. And he's not going to get there as everybody talks about this front.
Very small.
So a good decision, it appears. The Eagles deferring at the top. They only allow 3 snaps, and now the punt by Sam Martin. Covey is back deep. Signals for it, waves it. Grabs it, 17-yard line. Jalen Hurts, the record is remarkable. Last 17 home games, that includes postseason. 16-1, accounting for 42 touchdowns in that span.
Wow. Well, you're looking at one of the more difficult teams to game plan against because the way they use Jalen Hurts' legs, the way you have these dynamic receivers on the outside, it's very difficult because they're going to hand the ball off, quarterback keeps it, hands it off, then I just pop and pass right over to one of these guys, and I feel like you have to have a great plan early in the game, otherwise you could get blown out.
So from the 18, we'll call it, as the Eagles have to play a second game in 6 days in the rain. They won, of course, at Kansas City Monday night. In trouble. Oliver, and he'll just throw it away.
Jim, this is a scary proposition if you're an Eagles fan. You see right away Lane Johnson, as Tracy told us, being out on this bottom side. And that's troublesome because Leonard Floyd is having a career year with already almost 10 sacks. And that's going to change a lot of your game plan. You know, you go in, you don't think you need to get help over there ever when you have a guy like Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson, again, you heard Tracy report it. Woke up to this day feeling like there was an issue. Actually worked him out and decided he wasn't able to go. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Again, more pressure and another throwaway. 2 plays, 2 passes just happened to get rid of it. And again, it was Oliver, one of those in on the quarterback.
Come on, 3rd and 10. Come on.
The Eagles offense so dynamic and explosive. You got A.J. Brown on one side, Devontae Smith on the other.
It's almost one of those where you have to just accept the fact you got to play man-to-man at some points in critical downs. 3rd and 10, this is one where you can kind of have shell defense, I call it, where the safeties help. Because you cannot guard A.J. Brown one-on-one, Jim. He is a game wrecker, and Smith is the same way with his speed.
Boy, did the Chiefs contain A.J. Brown to just 1 catch for 8 yards Monday night. Smith had a big game, though. Here's a 3rd and 10. Dancing around inside the 5. Going to throw it away for a 3rd time. How about that? All 3 plays. He just had to get rid of it. The Eagles right.
Okay.
Financial Field.
Here we go.
20-year anniversary since it first opened in the rain.
It comes down. Ball start, baby. Yeah! Yeah!
We're getting a little flag fest spell here.
Offense number 69. 5-yard penalty. It's 1st down.
Ron Hockley and company very busy. Jalen Hurts this season, you look at his completion percentage, would be the 2nd best all time in Eagle history. And already with 9 rush touchdowns. Actually, over the last 3 years, he's rushed for 32 touchdowns, most of anybody in the league.
You see that handoff right there, Jim? And let's go to an update session.
It's a good idea. Let's do it right now. Back up the road to New York.
All right, fellas, an 8-play drive to success.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford finds Tyler Higbee from 5 yards out. That's the 2nd touchdown pass of the day to Higbee. The Rams lead 14-8 over Arizona.
Love the simpatico there. Back to Jim Nance.
All right, thank you, guys, as they complete the pass to Devontae Smith.
Let's go.
And a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Go ahead and run this right here. Now go ahead and pause right here. Go ahead and pause that. At this point, you see no one's running to the side. They make it like they're going to run the ball, and when they go down as an offensive line, You get people wide open. That's why this game is so hard.
Hand it off to Swift. His second carry picks up 2 or 3. Swift, we saw the Eagles
Coming on, right?
Yeah, I mean, week 1 he barely played up at New England, and then week 2 just burst onto the scene. He's 3rd in the league in rushing.
Yeah, that's a huge weapon, and right now they're really starting to. I think Philly's and Jalen Hurts gets fully healthy. He's playing through a little knee injury, and it really does affect things. Okay, and then you get Goddard back, Jim. I think you'll see this offense take it up even another notch.
Well, they brought in Quez Watkins, who's just off of IR, has been hampered with a hamstring, so he's up in the slot to the right. 2nd and 6. Hurts trying to find another option. Gonna get sacked. Goes down as a sack as Linval Joseph chased him out. Let's go to Tracy.
Well, Tony just mentioned it. Jalen Hurts playing through a bad contusion on his left knee. He told me he hurt it week 6 versus the Jets, and I was told it is not structural, and he has not missed a snap at practice or in a game. The bye week gave him a little bit of rest, but he re-aggravated it several times. So it's just something he's going to have to manage the rest of the season.
Yeah, he told us he's just pushing through that injury in the 4th quarter of the only game they lost this year, which was to the New York Jets. 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Get on him, dude!
All kinds of time here. Goes down the field, and we got a flag in the secondary as it's broken up.
I was going to
Brown shaking up for a moment.
I was going to say this was outstanding coverage, great protection by this incredible offensive line.
Before the pass was thrown, holding. Defense number 31. An automatic 1st down.
You're going to see AJ come all the way across the field. The hold's going to be on the other side right here. Douglas, who's playing really good football, but you got a tall task today when you got Devontae Smith and AJ Brown out there. I mean, these guys, Jim, are as tough to cover as I've seen at Tampa.
And you made the point, too. When you got Dallas Goddard, good luck.
Yes.
They may see him back in another week or so.
These motions tell you if it's man or zone. There's a lot of zone going on so far to start this game, both sides.
Hurts still has it. And the Bills are wise to that.
You can almost see the knee there a little bit, right? Where it's like he doesn't quite have that fully range of motion. But you're talking about one of the best, most consistent, detailed defenses in the National Football League for many years. And they're going to make it challenging today, this Philadelphia offense, because the rules, I call it, on both sides, it's tough. Buffalo's rules make it hard on a system like this.
It's a secondary, by the way, without Dane Jackson and Taylor Rapp, both of whom were injured last week.
9 touchdowns rushing.
Here's the pass to Smith. Smith follows a block. Oh, look at Micah. Wrestles him down. It looked like there might be a big gain on the way, but Hyde wouldn't let go of him. Threw him down. Pick up a 5.
Go ahead and watch the play fake, and right there on the other side, and this is what makes Philly so tough. That's not, every other team calls that a wide receiver screen. Philly can hand that off, the quarterback can keep it and go, or he can throw the screen out there. And then on top of it, there's a guy running a route over there to the left. It's like pick your poison, which is why sometimes you have to lay it out and pressure. Kansas City did a pretty decent job with the simulated pressures last week.
3rd and 4. Gainwell comes in, and he is stopped. Hits a wall about a yard short. Look at that tackle. Phillips.
He's got a little size to him, and here we go. 4th and 1. Everyone, look at.
You know what this means.
This is a home crowd. You should be quiet, but it doesn't matter because they get excited because it's their tush push.
Yeah. It's already worked against them in this 1st quarter. Now they're going to try to get one for themselves. A play that they brought into the league.
Here we go.
Oh, now you got to remember they've done a good job of adjusting. If you,
wow, look at this playing all the way out right over Jurgens. That was Phillips who was in on that last play.
He was in on that play too. Just, the ball wasn't snapped.
Yeah, right.
He was very...
That was a lot of aggression.
Encroachment. Defense number 97. It's 5-yard penalty results and a first down.
I want to give Nick Sirianni and this offense credit with when they developed that. That's what you're looking for. As you see, he didn't really slow down much either, did he?
No, never did. I mean, you don't playing it out. They'll make the
Like
most,
right here, it's like, stop, slow down.
they'll make the most of the 5 yards.
But what a great job by them. They were trying to draw him off sides. That's like another development, which makes it hard to time it, right?
First down from the 42. Hurts. Loading it up. Now takes off. Oh, nice cut. Down to the 25. And a big gain for the first down.
Well, that was a great job by one of the
I like it.
best quarterbacks in the league at sensing holes in the pass rush. And to me, that's what makes him so special, Jimmy. He finds a soft spot and then uses his legs. Next time he throws it.
Then he hands it off to Gainwell into the secondary. Gainwell down to the 2-yard line. Boyer saved the touchdown.
Well, it's another RPO. And that means 3 different options. Run, pass, or the option with the quarterback.
Might be coming back.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 91. This penalty tackle distance to the goal from the end of the line. First down.
The Eagles were so sure that flag was against them, they were already back near the 30-yard line, retreating. It goes against Buffalo instead. The ball will be spotted at the 1.
91 Ed Oliver. Hands to the face right there.
Hey, that's a whole tune-up.
Well, they're a little more than a yard away. Yard and a half. And they're already going to their trademark play. Hurts. Powers. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let's go.
The room provides a calming space for members of the autism community during games. With this effort, led by Eagles Chairman and CEO Jeffrey Lurie, the foundation has raised more than $22 million in the last 5 years. Tremendous commitment to his community.
Interception, baby. Come on, strip sack, strip sack.
Start a new series from the 25.
Get him, baby. Get him, get him, get him.
That was thrown in the area of Julio Jones. Talk to me about this offensive line, Tom.
Well, before that play, they've been fantastic. And this is really why they have a chance to win the Super Bowl. 4 Pro Bowlers last year. It gives so much time that you don't have to go, oh, I got to get it out right here. You're able to look, see. But they're equally as good in the run game as the pass game. Top 3, I would say, in the league at both. And that is rare. Usually you're only good at one or the other.
A.J. Brown has not caught a ball. The game coming off a very quiet Monday night. Hurts.
Yeah, get it. Interception, baby. Yeah.
That is the Bills.
Oh, you fucking celebrate. Get the fucking field, get a touchdown.
Season. Terrell Bernard ends up with it.
And a great job by Leonard Floyd playing the play fake and not diving down. This is the one area we thought Buffalo had a chance. He's on the edge and he reads it perfectly. He could have went for the dive.
Come on, Allen. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Doesn't, and he reads the quarterback perfectly and gives Bernard a tipped interception on a huge play for the Bills.
Well, Bernard goes way back to his youth, down in the Houston area with Jalen Hurts. They've gone against each other since high school.
Right here, let's do this shit.
When Hurts was at Channelview and Bernard was at LaPorte High School. So how about that? They meet again.
And this team's outstanding when they get a turnover.
As Johnson.
Go, baby, go,
Johnson.
go,
Hey,
go.
break. Oh, come on. We got a marker
What
down.
the fuck is that, man?
You know that emotional aspect of the turnover. You come out there with cues.
Holding. Offense number 66. Penalty. Replay first down.
Love you.
And this is a These are huge plays. Go ahead and look at the left guard right here. He's going to get out and hold right there with a little fake by the D-line. It didn't look like a ton of hold, did it?
Well, it looks like, though, it's a 7th penalty already against the Bills. And a big part of the story for them so far in this game.
The recipe to not win a game, turnovers and penalties.
1st and 20. Go out of the backfield with it to Cook. And he's tripped up by Blankenship, who's made a couple of nice plays in this game already.
Yes, and that, you want more yards, right? You're way behind the chains. But this is great. I think this is awesome if you're a Bills fan. Josh Allen getting to the running back quickly and not having to do the hero plays consistently throughout the game. The more you do that, Jim, the more the defense will come down and it'll open it up as the game develops.
Got a 2nd and 16. Roby is going with Diggs. Here's the pass to Cook. And Roby slides over to make the tackle just inside the 30.
I'm not going to say too much, but running back, this is the biggest difference in philosophy, I feel like. And part of it is Josh Allen making a conscientious effort. But Joe Brady, that running back was just kind of an afterthought. And if you got to him, it was really late. Getting to him quickly will change how defenses play.
39, let's go. Come on, Eagles.
Gotta get Allen on
39.
Gotta get him on the move.
They're best in the league with points off turnovers with 65.
Yep.
What can they get off of this turnover? Will it just be a field goal attempt? Or can they extend? Allen from the pocket. On the run. Has his target inside the 10.
First down.
That's Gabe Davis with the catch.
Great job extending, but finding a soft spot in the pocket, slide move, two-way option, and then you got that big arm. Good job by Gabe coming back, giving the window there for Josh on the extended play. That's a trait, by the way. Both these quarterbacks are exceptional at. The best QBs in the league. It's not just that you move and run, it's that you almost create a new pocket.
It's going to empty out the backfield here on 1st and goal. From the 9.
Quarterback's legs.
Go, Allen! Go, Allen!
Ahead he goes.
Go, Allen! Touchdown!
Across the goal. I mean, it's like we haven't seen anybody like this since the early years of Big Ben Roethlisberger. He just can't be brought down by a single man. Between running and throwing, all Hurts has 25. By the way, Saturday the SEC Championship on CBS features top-ranked Georgia taking on number 8 Alabama, coming off that miracle win against Auburn in the Iron Bowl. The matchup was certainly with college football playoff implications. It all begins at 2 Eastern with the drive to Atlanta, followed by college football today. That's Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. Scott at the backfield gets the handle. And finds a seam for about 11. Give him 10. Let's get an update. JB, the coach, what do you have?
Hard running Pacheco. Yeah, 12 play, 71-yard drive ends with this Isaiah Pacheco 1-yard run. Kansas City gets on the board. It's still Vegas 14-7. Back to Jim Nance.
Manchester Chiefs were to lose today. I know they got a long way to go, but maybe talking about a 4th loss in the season and a 2nd loss in the week. 2nd in 6 days after the Eagles came back from 10 down at halftime at Arrowhead on Monday night. It was 1st and 10.
Get him, dude! Yes!
Austin dropped it.
Are you kidding me? Yes!
I mean, that loss on the AFC side certainly opened up so many possibilities for seeding. It is so far more interesting than what's going on in the NFC right now, because you got all these teams on that right line that are still, quote, in the hunt. You got Denver, by the way, beating up right now on Cleveland. They're trying to go to 6-5.
If no one would have said they'd be 6-5 after the start of the year.
No kidding. I mean, that's an amazing job by Sean Payton. Meanwhile, the Bills again trying to get to 7 and 5, which would put them in the first 7. As Boston Scott keeps getting called on, and they'll have a 3rd down coming up.
One of the areas I thought both these teams are vulnerable on defense is the outside running scheme. Wide zones, tosses. Both these teams are very aggressive at penetration up front, just going right to the running back, to the quarterback, and sometimes the momentum gets them upfield. You can take advantage of that. And like all the other 3rd downs, you gotta watch the quarterback's ability to use his legs.
Watch Von Miller, he's standing up on the near side, coming in on this passing down.
Watch this man right
Talked
here.
about last week, still getting his footing, but he's starting to come on, I feel like.
Pushing his tackle back.
Get him!
Incomplete.
What that shit,
Bills
bitch?
defense makes it understand. Halftime. They need 6 for a first here. Allen got it away. It's caught by Diggs. It looked like for sure they would get to Allen, and Diggs takes a seat on the bench, but not until he picks up a first down.
Slays on him. This is a great strength on strength, but awesome job by Josh Allen to get out of the sack. I think it's important to have Diggs on the field on 3rd down, don't you?
Absolutely.
Missing the previous 2 because he had to run a 50-yard route before, so it's hard to get back. That happens.
He's got 4 catches for 47. Here's first down throw. That goes to Kincaid for another 8 or 9.
That's where you're going to see them continue to do it over and over, the tight ends.
There's Phil. He knows about playing in Philadelphia just like you do. JB, the coach. Boomer, set to give you the scores and highlights on the Verizon halftime report. You played in some nasty weather here, I'm sure, a time or 2.
Oh,
it was always sunny skies, wasn't it for you?
It's always sunny in Philadelphia.
It is the building, by the way, where Tony threw his last NFL touchdown pass to Terrence Williams.
Oh, that's right.
2nd and 2.
Gotta be a legend to throw your last pass.
Here's Gabe Davis hanging out on the sideline inside the 10-yard line.
I want you to watch the right side. And you'll just see Gabe Davis get to the outside. Watch him right here. He's going to be in here, and Josh is going to hold the safety up top here with his eyes looking the opposite way. And once he gets him out of position, fires right to the corner. That's not an easy throw, Jim. It makes it look easy, but that's very difficult.
First and goal to go. Davis, 2 grabs, 44 yards. Timeout called by the Bills. We'll be back in 30 after this.
Well, Patrick, it's official.
You're the league's most valuable bundler.
I just did not see this coming.
I'm gonna start locking this place up.
Bundle and save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There's some things that go better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you be better prepared for unexpected events.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Back for a first and goal. Why did the Bills call a timeout there, Tony?
It's a good job by him staying in bounds there and goes out. But you're like, why are you taking time out? Well, the reason is your receiver's been running 40 yards downfield over and over again, and that's why Diggs came out earlier. Good job by them to give him a break and the rest. It's not going to technically matter for you to score here.
They give it to Cook. Cuts to the right. And he's thrown down by Cunningham. Makes plenty of tackles.
Yes. This D-line wreaks havoc inside, and he runs and swallows it up when it gets on the edge. But that's where you got to run it. Just get outside on the edge.
Timeout called by Philadelphia. The NFL on CBS streams live on Paramount Plus all season long through Super Bowl 58, including next week's must-see matchups. Try it for free now.
This is a big minute and 34 right here. I mean, talk about the struggles Philly does. They have a touchdown. They're only 3 points behind. You hold them to a field goal, you can go down and score. They score a touchdown here. And it hadn't looked great on the offense right now for the Eagles recently. And it puts you in a hole. 10 points against either one of these teams is a lot.
17-7 if it gets to that point. That was the score Kansas City led at halftime over the Eagles on Monday night, which they came back from to win.
Take it back. The Eagles are good.
Second and goal. As Allen has someone on him right away. He's going down. Oh, what a play by Reddick. And look at the jersey's ripped. He just shredded the jersey.
I think it's a horse collar. Let's see this right at the end. Great job by Reddick exploding, getting there, but right there.
Another one right
does he grab the back right there?
Oh, yeah. How do you not see that? Gene Steratore, that is pretty blatant, I think.
It is, Jim. Now, by rule, if the quarterback is in the pocket, you're permitted to, but we can clearly see that Josh Allen was flushed out of the pocket. At that point now, a horse collar should have been called. I agree.
What we got?
Well, the officials
That's a horse collar.
are conferring
I don't
about
want to
it.
hear about it.
Also got the situation where Allen tried to get rid of it at the end. Was it a fumble? Was there anybody in the area? Was it grounding? What's going on here? These officials are trying to figure all that out, Gene.
Yes, surely, Jim. And this has got some detail to it now. If they ruled that the official or that Josh was down by contact in any attempts at forward pass, that is not reviewable because the ruling was down by.
Ruling on the field is that the quarterback threw the ball. There was no receiver in the area. The ball did not reach the line of scrimmage. This is intentional grounding by the quarterback. This is a loss of down at that spot. We will ask Buffalo if they want to use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff.
They never addressed the horse collar, Gene.
No, it's not a reviewable aspect of it. Now, what Sean Hockley's saying is he ruled now that he did throw a forward pass, wasn't down by contact. Naturally, he's out of the pocket. Ball has to get back to the original line of scrimmage or a receiver in the area. Neither occurs in that situation. So, although unfortunately missed the horse collar, now you have an intentional grounding. We are also under 2 minutes, so a potential 10-second runoff can occur. So now they're asking Coach McDermott if he wants to keep the 10 because of where we are with time remaining in the first half, or if he does not. Coach McDermott can decline the 10-second runoff if he chooses to let Buffalo have more time if they happen to get the ball back.
Philadelphia has declined the option to have a 10-second runoff because it was an incomplete pass. The clock will start on the snap. There is no 10-second runoff. 1:30 on the clock. I believe there was a guy in the area. If you go back and look, they didn't think so because he was blocking on the play. But to me, that shouldn't be intentional grounding.
Well, it's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 16.
This is a killer for Buffalo if they don't score because you should have gotten the yards for the penalty. Instead, it's a loss of down on top of it. It's not like it goes back to 2nd down.
Come on, team. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Let's show what you got. Let's show what you got.
They're still going through a major back and forth. Now a 5th official comes in.
Quick.
Okay, let's break this up and let's play ball.
Watch right here in front. Gabe Davis is right near about 2 steps in front of that. And I know you can't always get it back onto it, but there was many levels to that I thought were wrong. Didn't get the horse collar, shouldn't have been intentional grounding.
Here's the 3rd and goal, 16 yards away, and it's incomplete. And they'll bring out Bass. That was Sherfield in the area.
Well, Sherfield's supposed to go inside. You don't go outside. Right there, Josh Allen let the ball go. And that's on Sherfield right there. You're supposed to take that inside part, and Josh will talk to him when he goes to the sideline, because that could have been a touchdown.
By the way, the penalty, the grounding, was the 9th penalty on Buffalo in this first half for 65 yards. Eagles flagged once for 5. Here's the kick. Oh, wow, that was never close.
How huge is the non-call on The horse collar now, no points. 98 Carter gets. You can see the vertical leap there.
After all of that, they had first and goal inside the 10. They come away with nothing.
Now Philly's got 2 timeouts.
There's A.J. Brown trying to get to the sideline, and he does.
Well, he's very scary. He's out in space. He's as good a route runner as there is in the National Football League, and that's why he's second in the NFL in receiving yards coming into the week. But he's just so difficult for smaller guys. He's got that size to just get outside of the arm tackles.
1:17 to go in the second quarter. Here's Hurts. Slips out of Von Miller's attempt. Taron Johnson chasing him out of bounds near the 40.
It's a great job by Jalen Hurts, and I could tell just a little bit of that knee where he doesn't have that next level explosiveness that you're used to seeing him kind of turn it up. You see just a little bit. And that's going to help them dramatically if he could ever get fully healthy this year. But the first time I've seen Von Miller gives up a little bit of a rush lane. It was close. Both these quarterbacks take advantage of that when you go behind them in the rush from the outside.
So they've gone out of bounds on the 2 snaps. Still able to preserve the 2 timeouts with 1:08, Tony. It was Gainwell who bumped into the Buffalo has an opportunity before the intermission.
Well, that's why they're top 5 in the league in takeaways. They do a great job, but this really is the miscommunication by Jalen Hurts. He wasn't really sure because Poyer comes flying in at the end, and he's like, well, I should hand it off. I shouldn't. It was a blitz that caught him. That's that troublesome spot where you got multiple options and you choose the wrong one. And
Look at McDermott
getting down and dirty. He likes it. He wants to be.
He's a scrappy wrestler in his day, and that was Russo with the recovery.
Big plays by Russo today.
We need a touchdown.
Timeouts for the Bills. 64 seconds. Oh, Murray felt the presence of Morrow. Incomplete.
You said it earlier, the most points off turnovers in the NFL. They usually take advantage.
Got to get a touchdown.
They've already done it once today, Jim. Took advantage and scored that touchdown. Can they do it again?
Diggs is not in on this play, Tony. Sure field at the bottom. 2nd and 10. Josh is going to take off. Redirect inside the 20. Falling on at the 16-yard line.
You said earlier how hard he is to bring down. And I thought he was going to slide, right? It just looked like he's about to slide. Nope, not this guy.
Timeout, Buffalo. We're back in 30 seconds after this.
AWS is helping the NFL to predict and prevent injuries with AI. By analyzing millions of data points from every game, they power simulations of any play, from any condition, with any player. And by capturing every move to reduce injury risks and improve equipment, it helps keep players on the field and at the top of their game.
Josh Allen has 40 yards rushing. The rest of the team has 27. They're at 249 offense to 100 for the Eagles.
And he's doing it perfectly today. I said he had to use his legs, and then he's going to have to use his eyes to look off this defense. He's done both of them really well in this first half.
He's got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Looking for another option. There it is. And it's Murray. Got a marker. He's tackled down at the 12.
Josh Allen would not have gone through 5 guys and stayed in the pocket in previous years.
Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty is first down.
How about penalty number 10? The second penalty on Dawkins, who grew up in this area, went to Temple.
I want you to watch right up here. You'll see at the very end of the play, Dawkins will get his hand.
I don't know if he was out now.
Right up around Sweat's helmet there, like a little, what do they call that? A little arm lock? It's a headlock. It's a headlock.
Yeah, they call it a penalty, is what they call it, right? 43 seconds. First and 20. Across the middle. Kincaid dives to about the 13.
That was the area I said they got to keep going to Kincaid. That is a weakness in this style. Every defense, you can't defend everything. And the one area they leave it out there little, there's a lot of space is inside with tight ends.
Second and 6. Allen to the end zone. And in the direction of Gabe Davis with Bradbury defending. Now you got third and 6 with 21 seconds. They can pick up a first down at about the 7. Hey, if you're the Eagles and you're able to hold them just a field goal, and they've out-yardaged you 2.5 to 1, you're going to feel pretty good about being only 6 down at the half.
Look at that. Plays in punt territory. You're exactly right. Philly would take 13-7 right now and walk.
It is a downpour at the moment.
Quarterback's legs again. 4 guys on one side, Jim. 4. Bring it back. No one goes in motion. It's zone. Work somebody out over here.
Third and 6. Pass at the goal line. For a touchdown. Diggs has it.
Well, you said it. This ball was thrown into a lot of people. I thought he should have just taken the out to Kincaid. That'd be true. It'd been a little simpler to get the easy first down.
Okay, guys, we reached halftime, and now we're already in the start of the third quarter. And now we'll be going to the third quarter right now because we're just moments from kicking off the third quarter. We'll have a comeback at home. Come on, let's go to the third quarter. Okay.
Zacchaeus is back deep. Boston Scott is over there on that side, and they'll take it out to the 25. And Tracy caught up earlier with Sean McDermott.
Coach, your defense getting it done gave you the opportunity for a touchdown down there. What do you need to see, though, especially with the 10 penalties you guys had in the first half?
Yeah, we got to do a better job fundamentally keeping our hands inside when we're blocking them and then being decisive with the ball. And they're a good pass rush team, so we got to get out and get going on it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
See what kind of adjustments the Eagles come back with. 99 yards was their total in the first 2 quarters. Hurts looks to the right, nowhere to go. He's dropped back at the 20.
This is what we just talked about, Jim. The back end and the front end, it's making everything muddy. He can hand this off, but he doesn't love it. He can keep it, but doesn't love that. And then he's just a hair, looks like it's covered, right? Everything's just a hair late, just a little tick off. And that's because Buffalo is doing an incredible job blanketing the outside, passing guys off. They played zone every single snap today, Jim, of the game.
Second and 14. This time he's got protection. Coming back for it, making the catch is A.J. Brown. Just reception. No, it's incomplete.
I thought that was caught too. I didn't see the late drop, but that's the pressure being in the face of Jalen Hurts right there. Good job at Epinesa getting up under where he had to kind of stop him. The ball just tails a little bit and floats.
33 yards passing.
This is shocking. And they've had rough stretches like every team does. Third down conversions, and now you're going to go. Once again, they're going to go here and here on the outside. He's going to try and step up and get under.
Third and 14, Julio. Wow, goes nowhere. Taron Johnson was there to meet him. We're back at Lincoln Financial Field. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. The Bills' first play of the second half as the defense makes an immediate stop to open up the third quarter. There's the pass to a wide open Gabe Davis, and he's down to the 46 of the Eagles.
Great job of play design by this Bills offense. I mean, just a wonderful job of setting it up where all the linebackers flowed right into the line there, Jim, and just creating a huge hole for Gabe Davis. That's on the offensive coordinator. Wonderful start to the second half.
running play with Cook for no gain. Cunningham is there again. Tracy?
Jim, I spoke with Nick Sirianni coming out of half, and he said players and coaches have to wake up. He said turnovers have put this defense in bad situations, and they have to protect the football, and they haven't done a good job on first and second job, staying out of third and long. And he said, remember, we were down 10 to Kansas City. We spoke to him this week. He said, this team just does not panic. They know how to win. Not the start they wanted for the half, but we'll see what they can do here.
Thanks, Tracy. Speaking of waking up, he actually slept both Monday night, they got it about 4:30, and Wednesday night on a couch in his office. Sirianni. Here's 2nd and 10. And that goes to Shakir. Shades of Dick Vermeil, who used to do that back in the day. But it's a tough turnaround week. You come in.
Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah, but the holiday throws you off a little bit too, I'm sure.
I mean, that's where you're going to coach or you're going to spend time with the family after things are done, because it's such a short week. I mean, you have a Monday night game. I remember when I was in Dallas, we played Monday night. It was at Washington, at Philly, or at the Giants. You're not home until 5 a.m.
Yep.
And it's like, you got to get everything started. You're almost a day and a half behind, and that can hurt you in areas like 3rd and 4.
Here's the pass to Shakir. Stays in bounds for an extra yard or two. A first down for the Bills.
What an outstanding play design as well again. This is the motion back and forth, and you figure out how to get someone open, but it all starts up front with the time.
Boy, he got hit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was asked. He just got hit in his...
Sweat was the one who leveled him, and he was looking around for a call, but wasn't there. They're 7 out of 13 on 3rd down. Came in as the best in the league on the season.
Well, they've done a bunch of different styles of plays.
On 1st down, they fake the handoff. Gonna try to get it in there to Murray, incomplete.
I love it. When I say that, if you're a Bills fan, I love it when any quarterback does this, but it looks and you feel like you're failing when you check it down and gets tackled for 4 or 5 yards, or if you throw it away almost right there, because it feels like he could do more, and he always has. But it is not worth the interception or the 2 picks or the fumble that gets caused. That is how you lose football games. This team is too complete to keep allowing. He's playing an incredibly precise game right now.
Here's a 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Kincaid and Davis both in the area. And they got another 3rd down, which they have excelled on so far today.
Come on, Allen. We got to score here. At least a field goal.
Josh got rushed right here. If you watch the side, you're going to see the quick jump by the left defensive end. And Josh feels like he's about to hit him. He had more time, but when a guy gets a jump like that, and really Reddick's as good as anybody in the National Football League, you feel like, because you're not looking at him on your blind side, you got to get it out.
There's Reddick ready to pounce. Need to get to the 20 for a first. Pump fakes the deep ball, instead hits the defender in the back. That was Ricks on Davis, and they'll bring out pass for a field goal try.
This is just a missed throw, and you get rushed. Go ahead and play this sky cam cool shot. When we get back, we're going to show you, Jim, how wide open he had him after the pump fake.
48 yards for Bass. He's 1 of 2 today. His last one was blocked. Good from 48 earlier. This kick, sailing, and it's going to be wide right.
Got to get outside. There you go.
Swift, take it off. Trying to find him. And trips him up.
Wow. Eerily similar to last week with the Chiefs in the second half where Swift had that big long run as it kept going. That is the adjustment. And watch, I keep saying it's hard to run inside here. It's a lot easier to get out on the edge. And once you get out on the edge, you need one guy to displace somebody, and it creates big holes. Both these defenses, you've got to get outside more than inside to run good.
That went for 36. They go back to Swift. Ed Oliver is on him. Boy, before this drive, as we reside right here off of I-95, it was not named that because they had only 95 yards of offense. before that run by Swift. But they've just had the first play that went for 25 plus, and they're moving. It's a game where the Bills have out-yardaged them 3-1, but the Eagles are trying to get within a score on this very possession.
Yeah, the ball's bounced a little funny, right? The ball got tipped in the air, blocked field goal, missed field goal, and all of a sudden we got a game with one big play.
2nd and 8. They're riding Swift, and he wants it. Kelsey's out there. Kelsey threw a big block on that 36-yarder. They got 3rd and 2 coming up.
And they're on to it now. It always takes you. When I said Sirianni and this staff, they're as good as anyone at adjusting, it's like, listen, they're playing at this. They could align out wide, but if you're stunting in lower and you get a bunch of guys falling inside, your job is to adjust. And I've seen it consistently. That's why they have that pedigree, the DNA to win games when it looks like you're getting outgained. They've been outgained, I told you earlier, 100 yards the last 3 games. They won all 3. Same thing today, but by more.
3rd and 2. Keeps it, throws it, caught, stole, down to the 4-yard line. The replacement for Goddard with his 4th catch of the season. This one goes for 14, his longest play of the year.
Very difficult. These two, one of them has to take the quarterback after he fakes it. Once you don't, both guys do the same thing on the assignment. You had the quarterback run, or you had Stoll on the side. What a play design there. That's the adjustments. Brian Johnson, well done there on offense.
1st and goal.
And I've seen signs of them coming on, right? 2 new coordinators this year. It takes time. The subtlety, the nuance.
1st and goal. They go with Swift. He's racing to the outside, and he's chopped down after a gain of 1 by Rasul Douglas.
Who's playing outstanding. What a trade pickup.
Came into the league, by the way, drafted by the Eagles back in 2017 in the 3rd round. He was on that Super Bowl team that year, played his first 3 years here in Philly.
Yeah, he had a big game against the Jets.
Boy, did he ever. 2 picks and a fumble recovery.
Yeah. But you see the conscientious effort to get outside now in the run game. Now we'll see if Buffalo adjusts right here. Consistently, Philly goes downhill at you.
2nd and goal, 3 yards away. He still got it. Throws to the end zone, and it's caught by A.J. Brown for the touchdown.
They were all over the inside run.
Let's go.
He's done that awesome today. Sometimes running, sometimes like a big shot. But the other one is eye discipline, manipulating the defense, move the safeties, and using that big arm. And that was fired in there. And that's in the rain, if you can't tell, Jim.
Heavy rain. Hasn't bothered him, though.
He's playing so poised today.
Run it up the middle with Cook. We're about 4. What kind of adjustments, if any, does Brady make now with the lead down to 3 as you try to put something together to counter that touchdown by the Eagles?
That's the biggest one right there. It's now this type of team can run the ball, and their ability to run it on 1st down and get yards makes them so difficult because the quarterback doesn't feel the need to get yards back. And then you just play a clean game. And to me, running the football on 1st down or on 2nd and long, because this defense now is going to adjust to the passing game for some of the big plays they give up.
Run it on both 1st and 2nd down. And again, it's Cook, this time for about 2. Brandon Graham was one of those in on it. This is a record-setting day for Brandon Graham, the 14-year vet out of Michigan, playing his 189th game, which is an all-time Philadelphia Eagles record. He moves past David Akers.
Unbelievable. What a career. Right now, quarterback's legs is right at the top of my list. Don't let Diggs. They did a great job of starting in the backfield, moving them out. See how the defense adjusts to put 2 guys over here? We got 5 old linemen, 4 D linemen. If this guy stays out of the box, you can run.
He's going to keep it. He's going to have the 1st down as he is dragged down by Morrow. Brandon Graham was drafted all the way back in 2010, the 1st round. And he has the record for the Eagles. The other record holders in this great sports town, most games played. How about Mike Schmidt, Bobby Clark? Philadelphia's very own Hal Greer. And now Brandon Graham has the mark for the Eagles, wearing the uniform the most times.
Great graphic there by our team.
Of course, he had the famous sack of Tom Brady in the Super Bowl 52, to help squelch the comeback attempt for the Patriots. 1st and 10. Shaking off the sack.
There you go!
Good
Yeah! Go, baby! Go!
Open
Go! Go!
He's finally shoved out at about the 27-yard line, and again, that play in part due to the fact that Josh Allen just cannot come down with one arm on him.
This is when I talk about the poise. I want you to watch. Myers is going to come running in from the top. Go ahead. And Josh slides in the line right there. And by doing so, I can't believe he got all the way back to the back. It's almost like he's conscientiously saying, scrambling, instead of looking downfield always for the big play. That is the big play. Aggressively take what the defense gives you.
Gave him a gain of 29. First down. And it's Cook. Running behind Mitch Morse.
Once you keep a defense on the field, and they do shuffle them in and out a lot, but in this game right here, early in the game, Philly was stopping the inside running game, but as the game moves on, they get a little more tired, and now you have the opportunity to displace them inside like that.
Well, it was Joe Brady who told us a 2-yard run early in the game. They called a bloody run. Might be like an 8-yard run in the 4th quarter.
Exactly right.
Got a new back in here. Ty Johnson on this 2nd and 6. It goes to Johnson. Oh, he slips in a tackle. Looked like he usually stopped for a short gain and got another first.
You just called it. A 2-yard run early in the game.
There you go.
Gets 8. How many get there? Maybe about 8?
Got exactly 8.
And you see what happens right there. You got the Eagles now going down. Dawkins with a great block at the end, and then
there's where it would have been a 2-yard run.
Correct. Exactly right.
And there's where it ends up with that 8-yard gain. Just right out of the lips of the offensive coordinator in our meeting with him this week.
Extra tackle in. Same as the last play.
1st and 10. Dennis Johnson riding with a player on his back for 4 yards behind Morris. Tracy.
Jim, this Eagles defense playing without linebacker Zach Cunningham right now. He is in the locker room with a hamstring injury, and they are still without Fletcher Cox. He remains on the sideline with that groin injury.
Well, they've had some injuries today. Again, Lane Johnson was a late scratch after waking up, feeling like he had some issues. With a groin injury, and he had a surgery on the groin at the end of last season, so he was a scratch. Christian Ellis, 53, is on that defense now. Cunningham.
Yeah, you got
2nd and 7. All in confusion here.
This was a run blitz, perfectly timed by Sean Desai. You'll see him come flying right in the middle. Watch these two backers right here. You cannot run a play right up the gut when you got 2 guys blitzing. I know the quarterback can keep it or not. There's no time for that when you got the 4D linemen and these 2 flying in at you.
We had just mentioned Ellis had come in for Cunningham, and look at that play he makes for a loss of 5. So, sets up a 3rd and 11.
They've been great on 3rd and long today.
Go!
Here they come blitzing, stepping up.
He's gone!
Gonna try to run for it.
Gone, baby!
His sidestep, Blankenship, and his rush for his 2nd score today.
We talk about how good.
Well, both quarterbacks now have accounted for 3 touchdowns for their teams. Has thrown for 2, run for 1. Allen has thrown for 1, run for 2. And we got a nail-biter here in Philadelphia, a game that is absolutely essential for the Bills. You see what the quarterback numbers are. We don't have quite 100 yards yet for Hurts, but he's thrown a couple of touchdowns here in the 2nd half. And this is you touched on this earlier, Tony, talking about Coach Sirianni. He was effusive talking about how this team has no panic in them. A bunch of guys, he says, who know how to win. Talking about the holdovers from the 2017 Super Bowl champs, and a lot of guys on this team from Georgia and Alabama. Of course, Hurts and Smith go back to the Bama days together, and they just hooked up for a score. They toss it here. Johnson for 2 yards.
It's that championship, that pedigree, that winning DNA. Like we said, they've lost in yards by over 100 average per game the last 3 games, but they win the game. And that's all that this is about, is winning. I know everyone wants them to just explode and dominate like they did last year for stretches. But it's a little different ball club, and the league does catch up to you in some ways with some of the scheme, and then it's your job to adjust. But they're winning while doing it.
Got to snap it. 2nd and 8. He's picked up. It's Bradbury with the interception.
For all the tension. And there is Bradley Cooper loving it.
Well, he's going to look at that one and know that's now 8 straight games he's thrown an interception. And this one comes in the early stages of the 4th quarter, and the Eagles have a chance to go take the lead.
It's the emotions of that spot in the game right there.
Russo takes down Swift for a loss of 5.
Great job keeping contained there. They've gotten outside a bunch earlier. Now it's Buffalo's turn to adjust with that. But to me, that, watch Russo, hold the edge, don't fall inside. Wait for him to come to you as you set the edge.
It's a game where the Niners and the Cowboys who won on Thanksgiving Day. There's great interest in what's happening here, hoping that somebody can put a second loss on the Eagles, and where San Francisco is going to be playing Philadelphia next. The Cowboys have them the week after that.
Well, to your point, if you think about this, Jim, you saw Josh Allen on the last series, how it got so loud in here.
2nd and 15, and another loss as Russo makes back-to-back plays. Go ahead.
Great job by Russo. He's having quite the game so far. You've seen obviously in the last 2, but remember when Josh Allen is going against the backup right tackle, that little timing, it makes a difference without Lane Johnson. But Josh had to walk up to the line and tell everybody on the play, right? Because it got so loud out here. And at home, you just stand there and you say, do this, block over here. That's why home field advantage will be so huge. Why Dallas, everyone's watching this game, because if you get it, you gain those advantages that people will never be able to describe.
Here's a 3rd and 15. Hurts looking for his second option. Pointing, planting, firing to the end zone, and it is caught! Oh, what a play for the Eagles!
Yes, touchdown, let's go!
Buffalo loses today.
If Buffalo loses, Tony, they would drop to 10th in the AFC. First down carry. Nice cut by Cook. Picks up 11. That was one big jump cut at the line of scrimmage, and that freed him for that big gain.
Great job there, just calming everything down. Last 2 possessions were a little bit like, we got to score the touchdown now and go. It's like, there's a ton of game left. Stay poised. That stop by Buffalo, I can tell you, Jim, from experience, that calms the quarterback. You don't have to do everything. I got a football team who will help me.
Taking it from under center. That's jumping outside this time with Cook. Ellis is on him. He's got another carry for 10 plus.
We talked about what the key is in the second half, and it was time for Buffalo to start running it on the early downs, and they do this great jump cut by Cook. And this is why I think Buffalo is extremely dangerous this year. If they can get in the playoffs, they can run the football throughout football games and overpower opponents.
Murray comes in for Cook. He gave them 2 nice runs. Bring the ball near the 50. Murray, straight ahead. Slips through tackles, and Tony, that's 3 straight runs for over 10 yards.
And that's where the defense gets tired as the game goes on. This is against the front, who's the best in the NFL against the run. You don't normally move and displace the guys inside, but they got enough movement. Good job by Spencer Brown moving Carter a little bit out of there where he only gets an arm tackle. And then a good finish by Murray. They've just done this on the last play and 2 plays ago. Probably setting up the play action here, right? Are they going to do it a third time?
Yeah, no. Here they go again with a carry. This time only a gain of 7 with Murray. So they are just grinding out big chunks. And we're moving inside now. 5 minutes to go in this game.
Well, they're doing a great job of double teaming right up to the backup backer. So you're going to find the interior of the line. Makes him have to make a decision to shoot the gap right away or not, and he's getting exposed a little bit with Cunningham being out.
2nd and 3. 4 running plays to start this drive. They've all been effective.
I'm going to do it the other way.
There they go again. Murray this time only able to dive for 1 and be a 3rd and 2.
We've been saying it all year. I said they can actually run the game out and win now. I never thought they could do that in years past. No, they could throw it. They had all the weapons outside and everything. But this is really one of the few times I've seen them say, hey, we got to go win the game. Let's go ahead and hand them all off. Each time you keep doing it, you build more confidence in it, and you'll do it more.
Biggest call for Joe Brady in his 2-week term as offensive coordinator. A Sean Payton disciple. We were just talking about Sean. Here's the 3rd and 2. Got the first down with the catch. Murray has the first down at the 28.
It's a great job seeing the leverage of everybody. They're late to get over there. And Murray just runs a simple flat route, and the safety's late to get down, trying to disguise way too long.
They're just running this thing down.
That's what I was saying. It's like, we haven't seen that from a Bills team. They've always had to throw to win. They've thrown a 2-yard pass, a 4-yard pass in this game.
That completion, by the way, put Josh Allen over 300.
Great call.
To Diggs. Blocker ahead. It was Davis. Diggs slices up the middle to the 12-yard line.
Joe Brady
Keep going. Let's keep going.
calling a fantastic drive right now. And now I would tell you, okay, Josh, I'm going to get you all the way down here. Joe Brady off to a great start the last 2 games. Using the back more than before. And making the game simpler in some ways, even though Dorsey had done a really good job. But it's just sometimes it's time.
First down at the 13. Stop for a moment.
Wow.
Still going. Look at this. He somehow squeezed 5 yards out of that. And that'll bring it, unless Philadelphia does something with timeouts here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning.
This is a very tough call on both sides. Buffalo doing a great job taking it all the way down. You know it's 4-down territory. And Philly now, I think, would probably... I think you'll have a great chance getting one-on-one matchups across the board. I would run it and rely on this O-line again.
They're going to run it. It's Cook with the cut and the splash. And he's down to just inside the 6-yard line.
And this make Philly use the timeout, and they did a great job. Good job by Nick Sirianni being on top of the situation here.
Remy, what are you looking at? Who's out there?
Just a reminder, tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and One American Marines commitment to support Ukrainian families, followed by back-to-back episodes of Yellowstone tonight on CBS Sunday.
That's actually almost perfect. Yeah, I mean, if you're Buffalo, you wish you got into that 3rd and 2 area. But by doing that, you give Philly a chance to stop you. Because now it's real interesting. You're right in the... Do you play a run defense? Do you come after them with everybody? Offensively, defensively, you cannot let Josh Allen use his legs. But there's no point in trying to slow play anything, Jim. You score as soon as you can.
You can get a first down inside the 3. It's 3rd and 4. Down 4. Here's the pass up top. Gabe Davis has the touchdown. Big game. Gabe does it again.
This was all set up. And this is where I thought they could have done on the play before, because you know they're going to defend. But I want you to watch backup Ellis right here.
The Manning Passing Academy together. That's where they first met. Now they meet on a rain-soaked field for a game that's important on both sides.
I would use the quarterback's legs. This is a very challenging defense structurally to go against in the pass game the whole drive.
They pick up the blitz. He's able to go up top, and the ball is caught. Good job with the hands by Brown. And he stays in bounds.
It's a great job with the catch, but also keeping him in bounds. The secondary out there by Douglas. I'm telling you, the quarterback's legs, I would get him involved in the run game, screen it, but it's hard to pass against these guys.
2nd and 1. Gainwell has it. And he got out of bounds for the first down.
So right now, you're playing normal football, no big deal. As a quarterback, you're definitely trying to get in field goal range, obviously, right? But you're not trying to score the touchdown yet. Once you get the play and you get into that 40-yard, past the 50, then you'll play the clock, see how much time, how many timeouts you have. Right now, you can still throw it short, use your legs, do anything, and stay in face.
1st and 10 with 1:21 to go. Open. AJ. Another first.
Great job. The defense gets a little frightened by giving up a touchdown once you get to this area of the field. Take underneath stuff. Do it again. Don't use your second timeout until about 45 seconds.
From the 48. Trying to put pressure on. They don't get to him. Not even close. Gainwell hurdles out of bounds as they now have the ball at the 45 of the Bills.
Bills had some confusion here. They were misaligned a little bit. And Jalen Hurts doing a great job taking underneath. That feeling, the emotions of not giving up the touchdown is what's allowing Philly to drive the field, throwing it underneath. Way to be patient.
Look at that for a career. Not bad. A guy that's been so clutch, he's never missed in the postseason either in his career.
Now you're going to see a difference. Buffalo will get more aggressive technically. Not on the outside. They won't give up a touchdown there, but these guys inside will be tighter.
2nd and 4. Pass to Smith. And they're in field goal range.
Great patience, great poise. We know that. He's had that. It's the moment. He's probably stepped on a football field, but now I'd pick it up a little bit. We're still trying to go win the game with a touchdown.
Jumping across. Epinesa, who's going to point and say that it was a flinch.
It was Kelsey. I thought Kelsey did flinch there. We'll see. Epinesa's trying.
Well, they're not sure. They don't have the immediate call.
They find a way to fuck it up every time. Helps on us.
Ball start by the offense, number 62. It's a 5-yard penalty and a potential 10-second runoff.
They're going to have to use timeout.
10-second runoff!
Yes. So watch right here in the middle. Right there. Kelsey has that little flinch. And remember, your eyes are on the ball as a D lineman. As soon as that center does that, that's enough to get it called. Rare mistake by one of the great centers in the history of the NFL.
Yeah. Future Hall of Famer.
So they used the timeout so they didn't get a 10-second runoff, Jim.
So they're down to 1.
Correct.
1 timeout. The ball's backed up to the 39 with 38 seconds.
And now you got to make sure you get in field goal range for real. Fake the handoff. Do something short.
Right back up. Vanessa comes in. Force and completion.
Oh, they didn't blow the whistle. Oh.
Somebody's picking that ball up, and that's Taron Johnson.
Smart not to blow the whistle, though. That way, then, if it was a fumble, although it looked to be a forward pass, didn't it?
I thought it was. Oh, this is on the field. This is a fumble.
We got him! Come on! We got him!
And the crowd's looking up at the screen, and they think they would win a review on this.
After reviewing the play, the pass is incomplete.
They've already changed it on the field. That was their review. That's about
I was like, wow. It's always smart to be late with the whistle. This is why you can get it right. That ball's going forward. That's incomplete.
Yeah, it's very obvious.
Whatever.
But if it's really close, you should wait, right?
Yeah.
Like if that ball would have been, like when he gets hit right away, if it's out of his hand and it just kind of fumbles out there.
Let's go, Buffalo!
So an expedited review from New York keeps this game going. It would be a 57-yard field goal attempt from here if they never gained another yard.
Quarterback's legs up the middle.
2nd and 15. It's right there for him, Tony. You saw it. So did Hurts, but Oliver crashed in on him. And again, the Eagles have taken the timeout, their final one.
Wow. That's really
Let's go, Buffalo!
Okay, so this is going to be an area right here. You've got third down, Jim. You don't have a timeout. You're most likely not going to get the first down. Here you go, right here. At this point, Jim, you have a mayday situation. You're going to throw a ball for about 6 to 7 yards, let's say, or the quarterback runs it for 7 or 8. You can't go up and clock it because it's fourth down.
Right.
So you're going to have to shuffle the field goal unit out on the fields, and the offense will go out.
Just a reminder, the kickoff of the Ravens and the Chargers game is at 8:22 p.m. Eastern on NBC. It's 3rd and 13. And again, you got no timeouts.
Got to get out of bounds. You're not going to get up and clock it because you lose all fourth downs, obviously. But you got yards for the field goal here. You're not thinking about throwing a touchdown. You've got to get more yards in these conditions to make it safe.
Send Gainwell out to the top.
Watch it!
Good job not being up here, no screens. If there's a screen, it'll be outside. Oh, there's the quarterback's legs right at the middle.
There's Hurts, and they stop it first with a flag. And 5 important yards going against the Eagles.
Ball start. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
The second one on Kelsey in the last couple of plays. So that puts the football all the way back to the 41.
There's a lot of checking going on. He's trying to tell everybody, but watch Kelsey. Just flinched right there. That's enough to get called.
Boy, they monitor that closer than they ever did. That was point of emphasis this year. 3rd and 17.
That was a huge 5 yards, Jim. How far is it from here?
60 yards.
Should be a timeout by Buffalo, yes.
It's 60 yards in the rain if you go incomplete here.
What a job by them stopping the first quarterback run to make it go to third down.
You saw that huge opening right up the middle, and so did Hurts.
It's just one of those where you know what teams who are safe. Really smart by Philly to say, spread them all out, because it looks like we're going to take shots, right? Get the ball to a receiver. Nope, we do that so that way you give us an easy running lane.
So they've had 2 false starts after they got the football down inside the 35-yard line. And now this is the absolute biggest play of the game coming up.
No question, and they put themselves in a huge hole. I would be aggressive throwing the ball here. Not for a touchdown, but I would treat it like it's a real 3rd and 17. You know, if it was 7 minutes to go and you're trying to get a first down where you can clock it, but you got to get at least 7. 5 would still be a bomb in these conditions. I think you got to I'd throw a slant, I'd try and get something out there, or use the quarterback's legs.
Here we go, from the 41. 3rd and 17. They rush 4. Hurts from the pocket, throws, and it's knocked down. It's going to come down to a 60-yard attempt. 60-yard attempt to try to tie this game at 31.
Part of me thinks you shouldn't have knocked it down and had him.
That's true.
No game. Tackle there and make them all run out there to kick that field goal.
But it's so instinctive.
Great job by putting out. That play was do that always.
The play was going nowhere.
Nope.
It was not going to pick up anything. So here you go.
You talked about how clutch he is.
59 yards. His career long is 61, but these are not ideal conditions. Timeout Buffalo.
If it was 63 yards, would you run a fake?
On 4th and 17, I don't know.
No, I'm saying run the field goal unit out there and, I don't know, sneak digs out there on the edge and just have him run a go route. He's got a big leg. The wind is left to right a little bit. A little rain coming at him just by a little bit. Circa Tracy Wilson.
Well, you think about it, this is it. It's going to come down to this. You make it, in all likelihood it's overtime, you miss it, and the Bills pull off the upset on the road and save the season.
Oh, here we go. Go ahead, take the
59 yards. Lovato to snap it to man. Elliott puts the toe on it, and the kick is...
Let's go!
Oh, what a kick it is by Elliott. He drilled it.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's almost impossible. That is unbelievable.
Each team has one possession, one in sudden death. Each team has 2 timeouts. All reviews are initiated by the booth.
Here we go.
You're still the visitor. What's your call? This is a tails and a heads. Tails and a heads. He's called heads. Heads is the call. It is a heads. You like the ball. You like the kick.
Right now, the history of these teams in overtime. You got Josh Allen's never won in overtime in his career. He's 0-5, including 0-2 in the postseason. That one in Kansas City 2 years ago changed the rules.
His fault.
Right, never got a chance to touch the football.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the impetus to change things as far as the postseason overtime rules. Rightly so, too. So here we go.
Other than one throw today, Jim, I think he's played exceptionally well against a dominant front. But now he's got an opportunity to play really exceptionally well if he goes down again.
Hey, the way they ran the football in the last 5 minutes in regulation, you expect the same?
That's a great question. I would actually use that to my advantage. I'd have gotten under center to make it look like it and gotten a shot or some 20-yard gain with a comeback on the outside here.
They're going to go on the ground. Again, the cut, but it's not there. The room is not there for Cook, as Davis is there to gobble him up.
They were not going to allow, after that last possession, a simple run from shotgun. Under center, you can run it left, right, outside, inside, but now you put it a little bit more in a hole. I mean, when the game's on the line, Josh Allen needs the ball in his hands at least 2 times. You don't run it twice and then say, save us. Give him 2 cracks at it.
Here's the pass. Looking around for the flag.
Oh my gosh.
Does not exist. Slay on the coverage.
I thought that was a penalty for sure. Didn't it look like it? We'll see. Slay's played really good today. Does he grab him right at the end? Yeah, that should have been a penalty. Look at he's pulling him. He's holding him the whole time.
Yeah, usually you get a tug on a jersey like that, it's automatic. No call this time. 3rd and 9.
If I'm a Bills fan, I'm very upset right now. If I'm an Eagles fan, I'd say, well, you did that to us earlier, so it's fair is fair.
Here's Josh on 3rd and 9. Guns it. Caught. Davis. First down at the 40.
Wow. That's why you give Josh Allen 2 cracks at it. They'd have had to punt if he doesn't get this. The first one doesn't go his way, slides out, but then reshuffles inside, and then that was a hose right there. In these conditions, that's a huge catch. That's not that easy. Rain's let up a little bit, but it's still there.
Davis has gone over 100 yards with his 6th catch. First down from the 39.
Now they'll get back to that run.
Here's Cook again, not getting the kind of room to operate like he did late in the 4th quarter. Davis with another tackle.
Yeah, it's 2 in a row there, and that's why he's in the game. He's a monster of a man, big Jordan Davis, showing off that skill set right there, using that leverage and body weight.
A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith waiting and hoping they get their turn. 2nd and 9. Pass, open man. Diggs, unable to catch it. As Bradbury was there to try to break it up.
It was a great throw, great route. You can't do a whole lot when your top receiver who caught it, maybe.
I tell you what, you have a case there. As tried to take it to the ground, it would be the call, even though it was punched out.
It was too quick. I think even though you're down, it's like, what a great job by him getting that ball out right there. That would have been a catch.
And would have been a first down. So now you got another 3rd and long. the run. He's got room. He's got the first.
Why you don't give him at least 2 cracks at it, Jim.
Yep.
The best quarterbacks, they need, you never go run, or screen or something. It's like he will make it, and watch this fake out right here. Oh! Sorry, goodbye, Hussam.
Yeah. That is the 6th time in this game Buffalo has converted on 3rd and 7 or longer. Wow. That is rare.
He's using his legs. Coming in to last week when we did their game, he was great when he did run with the ball. He hadn't done it much this year, but they had super high, more than expected. Now they're getting back to that run to the right.
1st and 10.
The receivers didn't know that it wasn't a run to the right. I'm a little acting job, but at the same time, you can't do that. They're always going to protect these quarterbacks. As soon as he shoves them in that extension, that's the correct call. You know, you'd be like, yeah, push a big guy like that.
He's a guy that you can't get down.
Exactly.
It's just a little shove to take him off his feet. So I've seen him in his commercials. He's a really good actor.
Hand off this way or a little smoke out here.
1st and 10. And that is Murray.
Jordan Davis again, Jim. He's showing up on these run plays.
Let me remind everyone again, if they are... But you're going to have a 3rd down coming up, a 3rd and 7. Remember we were just talking about 3rd and 7s?
It's been the difference right now if they win the game, right?
It's been absolutely critical for them to stay in this game in the late going with some of these conversions.
And that's part of the reason why Philly is vulnerable. 27th in the league on 3rd down, and not very good on 3rd and long. It's like that's an area with a great D-line that should be home run, right?
Well, if you don't get the 7, you got to put points on the board here. You kick the field goal.
You cannot give you're exactly right. So here's the biggest thing. A 6-yard sack is not a killer. Sometimes it is, not right here. The biggest thing is you can't give them the ball. No strip sacks behind you, no fitting it in there and hoping it works out. If it's there, you rip it. If not, you use your legs and you accept and you kick the field goal. Nobody moved with Diggs motioned over here. Here comes Slay. Now you know, man to man, all out pressure. Here they come.
Diggs has Blankenship on him at the bottom. Here's the pass down the field for the win! And Davis and Allen with a little miscommunication because from Bass. Bass from 40 and the kick is good.
Yeah. But they call it a target. That's like a target. I also want my target to be the 3-yard.
He's going to keep it. Great play call. And he's going to run for about 9.
It's a great drive starter. It's the same as handing it off, but this one is a designed quarterback run, and he's not an empty, so he has a blocker now with his running back.
Josh knows, can his team, if they could come up with a 4-down stop, or if they could come up with a takeaway, they win the game.
They've looked so good this year. I mean, the point differential this whole season, Philly's only plus like 50-some points. They're up like 140. It's like, technically, you could argue they're the better team in a lot of areas.
2nd and 2, they're going to dump it off to Swift. He's got the first. And it falls at the 37. Well, this is the thing, because the Bills, it's what you're talking about. They've won 4 games by 26 plus, but they're 2 and 5 in 1-score games. And this is going to be a 1-score game no matter what the end result is.
Some of it that you watch is self-imposed. You know, they do it to themselves in some ways. For them to win this game, with all the penalty differences, it's really hard when you give up an extra 100 yards almost.
New set of downs for Philadelphia.
Coming after him.
Big time blitz coming here. The pass incomplete in the area of Brown. Again, another reminder that the Ravens in charge.
The normal thing is to motion across. I think it's got to be a play action time for them.
There is your play action. There's your pass down the middle. And it's caught for a big gain by Devontae Smith.
What a throw. He threw it so early, and he just puts a little touch on it. But if he makes him go up the field at all, he's going to get blown up. And you see Smith's speed. What a great call by offensive coordinator Brian Johnson. And now it puts McDermott in a little hole. You still know a field goal is not beating you, right? So do you get aggressive right here to keep him out of field goal range? Or no. They changed the target line for you, by the way.
Play action again. Touchdown would win the game as Hurts rolls out. And he is already to the 40-yard line.
58, 60-yarder?
Yeah.
No. Quarterback's legs. Take the hand up. You got to get in man-to-man here. You got to get up on him. You can't do any little throw on the outside where they can just catch something for a little screen or something. This is where you fake this, and then he comes out and uses his legs.
Here's the pass. Smith with the first down. He was wide open.
That was way too soft for Buffalo. I know you're protecting the end zone. That's such a hard thing to explain to people. Because the corner or Dotson could have either come off there, but if you do, you risk giving up the big shots. And it was like, but you could have made him into that field goal. Was it worth it?
Inside 3 minutes.
And the clock matters here. Get home! Get home! A Super Bowl at 0, it's a tie game. It's 34-34.
First and 10. Here's Swift. He's got room. Swift to a tackle. And he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This is outstanding, cutting all the way back. The over pursuit by Buffalo allows that, and with a slippery field, once he turns back, the leverage can't make it up. Poyer tried. And Swift's done that now back-to-back weeks with some huge plays in the second half against great teams.
Nick Sirianni, again, says we never panic. We have guys that know how to win, and they can win it with a touchdown.
This would be a backbreaker for Buffalo fans, and this would be the pedigree of championship teams.
Hurts! And the Eagles have won it in overtime.
Let's go, baby! Yes! 10-1! Let's go! Game over! Yes! Yes! Okay, guys. The Eagles have won in overtime, 37-34 against Buffalo. And this must be an easy one. Told you it's going to be easy. But I really, really love this game. This game will be a lasting memory in my lifetime. Yeah. This game will be the lasting memory of my lifetime. Well, a long-lasting memory in my lifetime, you know. This game will be a long-lasting memory in my lifetime. What a game. Okay, let's go home. Okay, guys, that'll conclude my vlog. And I really, really love the way the Eagles will win this game. And it's almost midnight. I'm about to sleep. And if you enjoyed this vlog, I know it's very, very exciting. Please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting, and I'll talk to you again for the next vlog. Goodbye.